If you live in Houston, Texas, or you're considering moving here, then this video is for you. Today, we're breaking down the most recent market update numbers for the Houston real estate market and what it means for you if you are looking to potentially buy, sell, or invest in the greater Houston area. The Houston Association of Realtors releases a monthly report every single month with the previous month and the stats for what's happening. So I'm here to break those numbers down for you and again, let you know what that means for you. Let's dig in. So despite the winter storm shutting things down for a few days here in Houston, the real estate market continued to perform throughout the month. Interestingly enough, we saw in the month of January, single family home sales across the entire area increased by 1.2%, with 5,064 homes sold compared to 5,002 in January of last year. This is the fifth consecutive month of sales growth, a trend that we haven't seen since the first half of 2021. Total property sales also increased 1.3% year over year, and total dollar volume rose by 8.9% to $2.5 billion. The average price increased 4.4% to $406,492, while the median price increased by 1.6% to $325,000. When we look at the amount of home sales by price point, January broke down as follows. Under 100K decreased by 4.1%, 100 to 150K decreased by 10.4%, 150 to 250 increased by 3%, 250 to 500 decreased by 1.6%, and 500 to 999,000 increased by 8.1%. And interestingly enough, the luxury market at 1 million and above increased by 20.7%. So my biggest takeaway, if you're in the luxury market, we are seeing strong interest at the million plus price point. And if you're not, for more affordable homes in the 250 to kind of 500K range, if you're a seller, it is key to price it right to avoid sitting on the market. When we look at how long it takes to sell a property, we look at the days on market for the Houston area, and for the market as a whole, that time increased from 59 days up to 61. So what this means is if you list a property today, it's normally going to go under contract in around 2 months or so. And then the time from it going under contract to it actually selling or closing, if it's a normal buyer using a loan, it's normally anywhere between 20 to 40 to 45 days. So really you're looking at 3 to 4 months from the time that you list the property on the market to the time that you walk away with money in hand, no longer owning the property. So keep in mind, this is the average. So we're seeing some properties sell faster, and it depends on the neighborhood and the area. And obviously some also take longer than that, 59 to 60 days. One of the things that we use to measure as far as what is for sale and how quickly a neighborhood is selling is the months of inventory. So months of inventory basically means that if no more homes come on the market, how quickly would we run out of homes if properties continue to sell at the pace that they are currently selling? And so we will generally see if neighborhoods are moving slower or faster than the greater Houston area as a whole by looking at an individual neighborhood versus Houston as a whole and what that looks like, again, in your specific neighborhood or area, or if you're a buyer, the area that you're interested in purchasing. So generally speaking, under 3 months or so is considered to be a seller's market. 4 to 6 months of inventory is considered to be a balanced market. And then over 6 months of inventory is considered to be a more buyer's market. And so for the greater Houston area, months of inventory increased in January to a 4.3 month supply from 3.2 months in the same month last year. The current national supply is 3.3 months. So Houston does have a little bit more inventory than we are seeing in the whole country as a whole. But real estate is super local, so I would always, focus on our numbers. Townhome and condo sales, as far as Houston goes, rose 6.8% in the month of January, and the average price was flat month over month, $248,000, and the median price declined 4.1% to $211,000. The inventory of townhomes and condos increased from 3.6 months last January up to 5.6 months this January. We're seeing a lot of buyers currently purchase new construction homes. That's kind of one of the trends we've been seeing. And while there's pros and cons to buying a new home, right now builders are offering a lot of incentives to purchase their homes. They're offering generally rate buy downs, sometimes credits toward closing costs or design center credits. And these things help to make monthly payments slightly better for you as you purchase a new home. And so this is helpful, if you are a buyer, but if you're a seller, that's something that you might have to compete with depending on your neighborhood or your area. There are some resale homes that are offering deals or incentives, but it's definitely much more common with new construction homes than it is with resale homes. So if you're currently thinking about selling your home or you own one, I recommend looking at what's on the market in your area to take a detailed look at pricing. We're seeing a lot of properties come on the market that are overpriced and then they sit on the market and they don't sell quickly. And so when you first list your property, you're going to have the most amount of interest, and it's super important to list the property competitively so that the most amount of buyers have interest. When we look at pricing with our seller clients, we not only look at the current properties that are on the market, because that's your competition today, but we also look at what's sold over the past 3 to 6 months to determine what the most competitive strategy should be in pricing your property. When we look at the homes that have sold and the fact that the 250 to basically 500K range has decreased in the amount of homes sold, it's important to ensure that we are pricing a property correctly when you are looking to sell your home. If you're curious about a specific neighborhood or area in Houston, drop a comment below or shoot us an email. We'd be more than happy to provide you with more information on your specific neighborhood or area that you live in or are interested in living in. We'll catch you on the next video.